evening. I am Kamau Kujichagulia, and this is On the Case with Kamau Kujichagulia. Good evening. This is where each week we have a discussion about something pertaining to our fair city of Trenton, New Jersey. Hopefully, many times we have a guest on that brings us all kinds of insights. Because people, there are a lot of people in Trenton who do things that you never hear about. So we like to bring those people on and connect with them so that they can tell you about their story. I was looking over here. I was looking at now these websites, they have like AI, and you can look up things on AI chat AI, and you can find out all kinds of things. I was the one on Microsoft is their I think it's their Bing chat, as opposed to the chat GPT. Might be better because it's more up to date. If you the chat CGT is, um, it's a couple years behind. Okay, I don't understand why they just don't update it. But anyway, Bing is up to date. And I was about to ask it a question. What is her view on Gaza? On Gaza? She has introduced a ceasefire now resolution, which urges President Biden to take the following actions: immediate de-escalation and ceasefire, humanitarian aid, and long-term peace. Now, Bonnie Watson Colvin, I don't know if you know who she is. I don't know where you're watching from, but she's the congresswoman from the district that covers Trenton. So she's pretty good on this issue, except she too I think she has reflected that she's interested in supporting Israel almost regardless, and that's not a good thing. But anyway, these new AI things are outstanding. You can just type in anything you want to know, or anything you want to do, not just know, but anything you want to do, and you can have a conversation. Like if you're want to learn something, and sometimes when you're talking to somebody, you feel a little hesitant to challenge what they had to say. But with AI, you can challenge it all you want to, because it ain't nobody. It's something, and it's good to have a conversation with. Plus, it's just full of knowledge. You have to be aware that it might be wrong sometimes, but so Chat GPT. Thanks, Dana. Hi, Dana. How are you? I was talking to a childhood friend about Chat GPT. Yes, yeah. Well, it's a lot of people are looking at it as a bad thing, like, especially I guess in a college setting, because the students now can go and have the Chat GPT write out a whole paper for them. So I would have loved that years and years ago. If I could go to a source and all you gotta do is type in a few questions and keep asking more questions and tell it to write out a 2,000-word essay for you, and it does it. Then you can hand it in, with your signature on it, if you change a couple things around on your own. But anyway, so but I think Microsoft's chat is better than the one they have on what is this I use? I forget. Whatever it is. Chrome. Chrome. Like I said, Chrome uses Chat GPT. You are the one who told me about it and to get with the program as a college. That's right. That's right. You got to, because it's here. You know what I mean? It's here. It ain't going nowhere. Whether you like it or you dislike it, it's here. And people are not only going to use it, but people are using it. Okay. So you might as well understand it and use it to your benefit. Okay. Anyway, I was looking at our representative Bonnie Watson Coleman. I was thinking about her because what's his name? Running for president. God, you know, you be right on the tip of your tongue. You know what I mean? But you don't want to come out. What's my man's name? Black dude running for president. Somebody help me, please. Cornel West. He was doing an interview that I saw on YouTube last week, and he was talking about now his response to the slaughter in Israel that Israel is perpetrating against the Palestinians in Gaza has changed slightly, but right now he calls it like it is. It's a genocide. Even more important than a genocide. I don't, because genocide. See, you start talking about genocide, you start talking about a technical, a legal term. And I don't know anything about the technical or legal definition of genocide. It's a crime against humanity. It's immoral. It's ugly. It's despicable. That's what it is to me. Okay. Anybody who just kills thousands and thousands and thousands of innocent people ought to be just destroyed as far as I'm concerned. So I'm not the least bit interested in definitions of whether it's genocide or it isn't genocide. I don't care. It's not right. It's so that's what I see. I was listening to the South African Minister of International Relations, Dr. Pandor. Oh man, I love that lady. I love that lady. I just fell into her maybe a few months ago, but ever since my first listening to her, she is such an articulate, intelligent, caring, wonderful woman, and I was listening to her again on YouTube. YouTube has a lot of stuff on it. If you say now, what I do when I go on YouTube, I put a VPN in so that they don't know I'm in the United States. They think I'm somewhere else. That way you get different stuff coming up on your screen than what you would get if they know that you're right here in America. And she was explaining why South Africa took Israel to the international criminal, not criminal court, international court of justice, and that for so long the people of South Africa suffered under apartheid system, and that the Palestinians were always there for them. But more importantly, they say that look, in injustice, like Dr. King said, injustice anywhere is an injustice everywhere. So they support the Palestinian cause that they should be a free people, that they should not be in an oppressive state. And I happen to agree with that. I do. So that's why I was looking up Bonnie. I was making sure that she, was representing us better than what she had been doing before. And she seems to be doing pretty good. She's a good old bean, she's a good woman. So very, very interesting. Now let me get back to Trenton for a little bit. We have these trucks still parked on our streets. Just bugs the devil out of me that with these trucks are here. What do I have over here? Bard and GPT. Oh, My producer is sending me messages. That's what she was doing. And I don't understand these trucks parked on the street. I don't understand why the city of Trenton continually has trucks parked illegally on our streets and just does nothing about it. You know, um, when you get your license, when you get your truck, you're given you take the test. You know you can't park your trucks on the city street. You know it. The police know it. My council people know it. The mayor knows it. Everybody knows you can't park a truck on the streets of the city of Trenton, but they allow it to go on anyway, and that takes away valuable parking space from people, from residents. It makes the neighborhood ugly, because some of these trucks have just been sitting there for months and months, and it just bugs the devil out of me. So that's why I keep bringing that up, because it's just something that I'm not very comfortable with. Now, this, of course, is Calwater Park, the sidewalk out on Calwater. Before I get into Calwater Park, another thing that bugs me is riding down Pennington Road, going from Trenton to Ewing, from Parkside Avenue, going out Pennington Road, all the way up to the 7-Eleven in Ewing. There are 75 manhole covers. 75 manhole covers on this side of the road, in that stretch of the road. What the devil do we need 75 manholes in the middle of the street for? And you can't miss them, so your car go blah, 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 all the damn time. So just just a pet peeve. Just a pet peeve. I have pet peeves, you know. You know what I mean? Okay, now I want to get back to that. Okay, this is outside of Calwater Park in Trenton. There's water. There's water has been there for 50, 60 years, and they worked on it a bit during the summer, but in the fall, but they've stopped working on it now. And the water is still there, and surprisingly, I don't know why it doesn't freeze. I don't know. I don't know what that means. On these cold days I ride by early in the morning, and it's still liquid, and I don't understand that. But anyway, hopefully that they will do something to. You can see the work they've been doing. They put in drains and everything. Hopefully they will do something to stop that water, then repair the sidewalk and make it safe and beautiful for our children who walk up and down there all the time, and for the entire city of Trenton. I don't know how you feel about it, but it upsets me that something could have gone on for 50, 60 years and not been addressed by anybody in the city. No one. So that's something that we're going to look into. Um, I'm also, what's coming up? The Super Bowl. Now we have a brother who is from Trenton playing on the 49ers, and who is from Trenton on the 49ers. Aha, Jair Brown. Okay. See, this is Chat GPT. No, really, this is not Chat GPT. This is Bard. Okay. I only know that because Sean told me who it was. But the brother, he's on the 40, but I'm not for the 49ers. I mean, I like the 49ers. I don't really give a doggone who wins, because I'm not really into football anymore. But I think I'm leaning a little bit towards Kansas City more than I am the 49ers. But if 49ers win, it's okay with me. I can live with that. But it's wonderful, it's marvelous to have Trentonian, Jair Brown, um, out there. I think he's a rookie. Okay. He went to Trenton High School, you know. So he went in the third round and go on for the brother. You know, if he wins, if he does some great things out there, that'll suit me just fine. So I don't know about you, but it'll suit me just fine. I'm not really all that interested. Okay, let me get back to this war. No, see, you can't call it a war. You have to. I call it. Think of it as more of a slaughter because in Israel, that Israel is perpetrating on um, Gaza, and it isn't just Israel. It's United. It's us. It's us. It's the United States, which is perpetrating this slaughter on the Palestinian people. Okay, because we're the ones who are saying, okay, it's damn Biden. Again, I wouldn't vote for Biden under any circumstances after he said that he would support Israel regardless of what they do. You know, he would always support them regardless. I mean, how can you say that? How can you tell somebody who in the world can you support so much that regardless of what they did, they will still have your support? I can't support my wife like that. If she starts killing one of my grandchildren and then she goes after the next one, I can't support her. And I love her to all depths. I love her, but no, that I can't allow that to happen. So how can he come out and say that he would support Israel regardless of what they do? That's insane. There is something seriously wrong with anybody who would say something like that. Okay? There's got to be limits to things. There's got to be. And he's got to be held responsible for these limits. And you know, when you have 12, 13,000 children, when you have 28, 29,000 people killed in a 4-month period, come on, that's a bit much. When you keep feeding these people with weapons and with the means of destroying uh, innocent people, Now I can understand they're going after Hamas. No, I can't understand you go after the entire population, the entire civilian population. I don't have a concept of that in my mind that anybody could do such a thing. It isn't anything that I find that's reasonable to me. Okay. It's like, no, it's not either. I was gonna say it's like the Vietnam War back when they were doing all that carpet bombing and all that other. But that's a different story. That was a different story. Then, I mean, many civilians died, but mainly, well, not mainly, because mainly civilians died, but mainly we were going after enemy combatants, and that's a different animal. That's a different animal. So, war is ugly. War is very ugly. Like up in Russia and Ukraine, it's horrible, But mainly, the Ukrainians are killing Russian soldiers, and the Russians are killing Ukrainian soldiers, and that's the state of the sickness that we have in America. Tremendous sickness that we have, and have had it from the very inception of this country. That we do just ugly things. Just, when it dawned on me as a relatively young man, what made me understand how ugly the things that white people did to other things was when I realized it wasn't the enslavement of black people. It wasn't the displacement and the genocide on the American Indian. It was that they killed the damn buffalo. They said there used to be Millions of them. You could see them from horizon to horizon, and they just went out and killed the buffalo. It just, I just couldn't understand that. I still don't understand. How do you just kill all the? You just kill them. I don't. That's what made me. I said, wait a minute. There's a sickness in people who do stuff like that. There's a sickness in people who allow people to do stuff like that. You know, but it was something that was promoted just to kill the buffalo. And I know they're animals, and it should have dawned on me with the system of slavery and what they did with the original people of this of this land. But that's where it really hit home. I said, "Wow, just gonna kill buffalo," you know. So the system, the white supremacists are an ugly people. They're ugly people, and we've got to hold ourselves up above that at all times. I mean, I understand that black people and non-white people, we do things too, but not to the degree of wiping out the whole buffalo, making them almost extinct. We extincted the damn buffalo, not we, they, and they do the same thing with people wherever they go. And that's the whole thing about this slaughter going on in Gaza. You see that they don't have any compunction against killing people, killing non-white people. They have no problem with it whatsoever. It's okay. That's a sickness. There's something wrong with them. There's something wrong with anybody who just kill, and find nothing to be wrong with it. But it's the way they've been forever. And then Germany came up with this thing that they supported the Israelites. They supported. Now this Germany committed genocide. Germany committed genocide. People, when they think about German and their genocide, they think about the Nazis against the Jewish people in Europe. But that's not the only genocide. Germany also was in Namibia, and they killed hundreds of thousands of Namibians, hundreds of thousands of them. And it happened. It didn't just happen there. You go to Rhodesia or Zimbabwe, where again it happened. You go to South Africa, again where it happened, where the white supremacists killed non-white people as though it was nothing to them. And they just couldn't understand why anybody would complain about it. Why would anybody fight against them doing that? Why would anybody fight against them? They killed the Aztecs. They killed the populations of the Caribbean islands. I mean, millions of people, millions. They went to Australia and to the South Pacific and just annihilated people. They annihilated whole populations. And it's like, there's no thing, But these people, they're sick. There's something fundamentally wrong with them. I came to a conclusion years ago, because I prayed to God and I said, God, you got to make me understand what the hell is going on here. I really don't understand, And I thought about it and I studied it for a long time. And I finally came to the conclusion that white supremacists just don't have souls. They don't have any soul. Okay? They're I don't know. I don't know where they fit in the order of the world. I don't know. You have plants, and you have which are cool. You have animals, which are cool, and you have humans, which are mostly cool, and then you have the white supremacists. Where the hell do they fit in? It's just like there. It goes like this. It goes. Where the I've never understood that. I still don't. I thought, but I have accepted that white supremacists do not have souls. And if you're soulless, you'll do anything under the sun, anything, and they be worried about us if we ever got in a position that we were in control of them. They worry that we would do the same thing to them that they've done to us. It's not in our nature. It just simply is not in our nature. I don't want to kill people. I don't. I want them to survive as much as I want us to survive. But they just don't show that they have any desire at all for non-white people to survive. Now they're pressuring or they're messing with China. China has done in the last 40, 50 years such an unbelievably outstanding job of bringing their population up out of extreme poverty. And now because of that, the white supremacists think that the Chinese want to replace them. China doesn't want to replace anybody. China just wants their lives to get better. Okay, they want the lives of their people to get better, and they also want the lives of the people outside and around them to get better. It isn't that they're challenging the United States or Europe. It's that they've improved their condition and they want to continue to improve their condition. But because they've done that, the white supremacists believe that the Chinese are out to get them. Now, look, there are 1.4 billion Chinese people. Okay? They have more people that they have brought out of poverty in the past 20 years than we got people. Okay? They're 1.4 billion. They have 4 times more people than we have. So, their economy should be 4 times bigger and stronger and greater than ours. But we're so used to being so-called number one that to accept being number two is like threatening to us. And it isn't threatening, and in my view, it isn't threatening at all. It seems to be a natural thing to do. When you have 4 times as many people than somebody else, then you expect them to be 4 times better. Okay, so but now they're trying to push this warmongering onto China. Thankfully, China is not taking that bait. But you please be very, very, very cautious about dealing with the system of white supremacy, because it's not pretty. It's not pretty. It's horrible. Anyway, that's my half hour of talking. I'm going to wrap it up here. I wanted to talk about the Trenton school system a little bit too, but I'm going to say that for next week. unless we're going to have a financial expert come on and explain finances and stuff to us. Hopefully, it's going to be next week, but I don't know. But uh, no, I don't have any messages there. So anyway, I thank you for listening. Um, we'll be back next Thursday at 8 o'clock, and I have to remember to talk about the school system a little bit, just a little bit, because our kids, if we're serious about our kids, we got to get serious about schooling them, So anyway, thank you, Sean. Michael, who wasn't here this evening, but we thank him. Dana, you have a good evening too. And that all our listeners, thank you for being here. And we will see you next week on next Thursday at 8 p.m. We love you and we appreciate your being with us. Thank you very much. Good night. Good night.